What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. God loves you. I encourage you to believe in Jesus Christ and obey what he taught. The idea for this video is simple. Go to the park and play some golf. I decided to bring this 9-iron that I have. I think it's my favorite one. It just looks so kingly and official to me, and it's really satisfying to hit with, and I think it's really well made. I brought this white container to serve as a hole, and I placed it out in the middle of the field and turned it on its side, looking my direction, so that I could bounce and roll a ball in. I brought 12 golf balls, and I also brought a car mat to hit off of. I think hitting off some sort of mat is a great solution to protect the ground if you're trying not to damage or make any divots. This ended up being quite a satisfying and enjoyable experience. Just making a good clean shot is a satisfying feeling, and when I was able to get close to making it, that was even more satisfying. It took me a while to actually make it in. I think it was like 169 shots.
Got some pretty close shots here. Not too bad. There were some that bounced really close to it. Let's see if I can get it in the next round here. Great first round. Let's see if we can make one in this time.
So I recorded about an hour and 3 minutes of video this session, and I think it was like 14 different sets of 12 balls that I went through until I made it. And since it took a number of shots for me to make it in, there were a lot of times along the way where I thought I might end it after this set of balls, or I might do 2 more sets of 12 and then end it. And then I would get to the end of those ideas and I'd realize I wanted more, so I just kept hitting. And yeah, just super satisfying making some good shots.
All right, kind of a similar spread here.
During this session, there were a lot of different times I was able to get it quite close, but the goal was to make it in, so I just kept going. During this session, I had a few realizations in a deeper way about golf. One of the realizations is that there can be a lot of different ways a person moves to make a good hit. I don't think it's necessarily limited to one exact movement. For example, for short shots, I think a person could choose only to move their wrists and they could make a good shot then. Or they could bend at the elbows and keep everything else still and make a good shot. Or somebody could incorporate their whole body into it. I think what matters there is each golfer just knows what they need to do and are able to accomplish that particular shot that they're going for.
All right, here's the spread. We got some bouncing pretty close to it here, and one long distance one here. 2 sessions. How many is that? 3 times I've tried this. Let's see how many it takes to get it in there.
One thing that I didn't initially consider but kind of thought about along the way was the ground directly before the target. At one point during the session, I realized that the ground would directly affect where the ball would go, so I made it a point to go check it out as soon as I finished that set of balls I was on when I thought about it. And when I went up to check the ground, I noticed there were a good bit of knots and lumps, like in the target area. And noticing that about the ground made me realize that until I perfectly exactly understand the exact shot I'm going to make and how it's going to bounce when it hits the ground, I'm kind of guessing.
All right. I feel like that session, I was getting more adjusted to the kind of power I need for it to bounce right into the hole. These 5, pretty close. Then we got some overshot ones, like 4. But one of them landed like right next to it. Hit the ground probably less than a foot within the container.
I think it's a good general goal to understand all the different elements of golf. I think to be good at the game, you have to both understand all the elements and also be able to accomplish shots that you envision. So to be a good golfer, I think you have to have a combination of knowledge of the game and good coordination and physical ability to create the shot you're trying to go for. A few of the crucial elements of golf are the club lie angle, the loft angle of the club, and the length of the club shaft. The lie angle is the angle at which the shaft of the golf club needs to be held for the club face to be level with the ground. The loft angle of the club is how far the face of the club is tilted up. I think these 3 elements are among the most important things to consider with golf. Of course, there's head weights, shaft weights, and different levels of flexibility in club shafts. There's also different grip sizes, grip materials, individual club head designs. Those are some fine details.
All right, potato, 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 potato.
I think there's also a lot to be said about actual practice. It can be easy to get overcomplicated in trying to find the best club, the best grip, etc. And really what matters in a lot of ways is practice and just individual personal physical skill. And I think the more you practice and test things out, the more you'll notice what club details are better for you, like what shaft length, weight, club head design, shape, etc. So I think it's better to not get too complicated on the fine details until your skill level is that high to where you should be focusing on those fine details. But check it out. I think this is the shot where I made it in. Yep. The one time I'm looking away is when it went in. That look on my face was the look of genuine surprise and excitement.
All right, I might have just made it and I didn't even look.
Going on. I might have just made it. I've been trying at this for like an hour. I think I just made it on accident. Yeah. It did. Look at that. Whoa. Yes.
Rock laying out on the field.
Oh, rock?
Yeah, a big rock.
Oh, yeah. That's good to get rid of that because you don't want a lawnmower hitting that.
Yeah.
What? Dude, mission accomplished.
All right, guys, we did it. Mission accomplished. Thanks for watching.
Hope you all appreciated the video. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe and like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Remember, God loves you, and believe in Jesus Christ and obey what he taught. Have a good day.